Okay, hello everyone. I would like for sharing the time for this webinar. My name is Martin, and I'm going to be talking about how actually you can reduce cost by using Seavus Project Viewer. We're going to be talking about several different things. Today we're going to cover what is Seavus Project Viewer, what it stands for. We're going to be talking a little bit about basics of Project Viewers. We're going to talk about some key features of Seavus Project Viewer. Today we also have prepared a couple cost analysis with some use case scenarios, how you can actually save and reduce costs with implementing and introducing Seavus Project Viewer to your organization. We're going to share some of our major clients that we've worked with over the years, and then at the end, if we have some time left, we're going to uh, share for some questions and answers. So first of all, I would like to start with some basics. What is Project Viewer? I'm sure that if you are involved in project management cycles, that you already are familiar with the term Project Viewer. How actually the Project Viewer term has come up is that from our experience in these previous years, we what we've learned is that in all organizations, more than 75 to 80% of employees need the read-only access to the project management or the MPP file. So that's how the project viewer actually came out on the market. Uh, so what it does and what it stands for, it actually saves costs by introducing the viewing capabilities to most of the users and most of the employees within the organization. It helps the whole optimization within the whole project management process. And of course, we're going to be talking about Seavus Project Viewer because it has been the ultimate viewer on the market for more than 14 years so far. Uh, the next thing that we're going to be covering is some of the key features of Seavus Project Viewer. So let me share some of those. These are only the major benefits, the major features. Of course, there are a lot of features and benefits that are already implemented in the tool, but if you have any questions or if you have any additional things that you would like to get familiar with, just feel free to send us your email at the end of this webinar, and we'll be more than happy to assist you further on. So one thing that all of the companies are concerned is that are they going to have the same Microsoft Project views that they are already accustomed to? So first of all, let me show you how everything looks like in Seavus Project Viewer. So as you can already see, all of the Microsoft Project views are also available in Seavus Project Viewer. So we have all 26 views available also, and then you can just choose and select each one that you would like to use in your project management cycle. The next thing that's really interesting and important, and we get a lot of compliments about, is the improved process of collaboration with the task update feature, and of course the Skype for Business tool that actually improved the whole process of communication within the whole project management team. What the task update feature allows the whole organization is that just with a click of a button, it enables the users of Seavus Project Viewer to be able to actually update their own actual work back to the project manager. So the project manager is the person that has the control either to accept or reject those updates. The next major thing is that Seavus Project Viewer has the capability to generate its own independent graphical reports. This is really important because we also have a lot of clients that use Seavus Project Viewer for their accounting department, so they would be able to generate their own reports, etc. And the last biggest concern that we've received as feedback from all of our clients is that they wanted to make sure that Seavus Project Viewer is compatible with all of Microsoft Project versions. So if you're at the moment, if you're running an older Microsoft Project version, for example, 2010 or 2013, or 2016, for example, Seavus Project Viewer is fully compatible with all Microsoft Project versions. So I really don't want to take a lot of time talking into these because we have already had several webinars discussing all of these major features. So like I said, I'll share my email address at the end of the webinar, so feel free to send me your questions or if you have any concerns, and I would be more than happy to assist you further on. The next thing that we wanted to focus on today is the cost analysis, so you can visually see how everything is being presented to you. So I'm going to share a couple of use case scenarios today with you. So the possible case scenarios that you might be or you might find yourself today is these following options. For example, if you're already using Microsoft Project, or let's say, for example, you are using an older version of Microsoft Project and you would like to get all of those upgraded to a newer Microsoft Project version. So I'm sure that you're already familiar that Microsoft does not offer any maintenance or updates. So the thing that you would need to do is to upgrade and purchase the latest version of Microsoft Project, which is 2016. So, for example, there are a couple of license models that you could choose from. The first one is Microsoft Project Professional. We have taken an example with their list price on their website. So these are just an examples and sample calculations, just that we would like to show you how everything looks like with pricing wise. So if we take Microsoft Project Professional, a single license costs $1,159 US. So for example, if we would need to license 100 users or 100 people, this is the total price that you would be needing to pay. So 115,900 US to cover the whole teams, or actually all of those 100 users. The next option that you can choose is also Microsoft Project Standard License. That one costs 590 US. So if you would like to license those 100 users, that will cost you 59,000 US. So what we suggest as a solution is to introduce Seavus Project Viewer to those 80% of users that need actually the read-only access. So to cover all of those people that are not involved in creating or editing from Microsoft Project Plan. So if we take into consideration the pricing of Microsoft Project, and for example, instead of licensing all of those 100 users with Microsoft Project Professional, the thing that we could do is to license those 20 project managers that need to create or edit the project plan. So the price for those 20 licenses of Microsoft Project Professional would be 23,180 US. And then to cover the rest of the team with Seavus Project Viewer. So The rest of the 80% of employees that need the read-only access to cover them with a perpetual license type. So it's a one-time purchase of Seavus Project Viewer would cost you only 3,680 US dollars. So the total cost to cover the whole 100 users, so the whole team, would be 26,860 US dollars. So the potential savings would be really huge. The next option is that if you choose Microsoft Project Standard, and if you would like to cover those 100 users, this would be the price to pay. But the solution, if you introduce Seavus Project Viewer to those 80 read-only users, the calculation is the following. So to cover 20 users with Microsoft Project Standard would cost you 11,800 US dollars. But to cover the rest of the 80%, so the 80 users with Seavus Project Viewer would cost you 3,680 US dollars. So the total cost would be 15,480 US dollars, and the potential saving would be 3 times more. Okay, so here's a little graphical report just to see how everything looks like with pricing wise. So this would be the price for 100 project professional licenses. 59,000 would be the price for 100 project standard licenses. And then this would be the cost if you would choose to cover 20 users with project professional, and this would be the cost that you could save. And this will be the cost saving if you choose the scenario with Microsoft Project Standard. Okay, the next thing that you could experience, so the second case is to optimize the project management office. So let's say, for example, because most of the companies nowadays are expanding, they're growing really fast. So the thing that you could experience is that if you already have existing Microsoft project licenses, and the thing that you would like to do is to add 100 users to the project management office that would need to access the project plan. So here's the thing that you can do. The calculations are all the same, just like in the previous case. So to cover those 100 users with Microsoft Project Professional would cost you 115,900 US dollars. And then if you would like to cover them with Microsoft Project Standard, would cost you 59,000 US dollars. But what we suggest as a solution is the following. So introducing Seavus Project Viewer to those 100 read-only users would cost you only 4,600 US dollars. Okay, so the cost saving, instead of giving everybody Microsoft Project Professional, would be huge. But the most important thing is that you would have a really important optimization within the whole project management cycle and process itself, because you would increase security, you would increase productivity within the whole team. And what's really important is that if you decide to go with the enterprise licensing model, as you can already see, the calculations with compared with Microsoft Project Standard. So what I wanted to say is that if you decide to go with the enterprise license model, so you would cover all of the employees within the whole organization with Seavus Project Viewer, you will get the best price possible, the best service available, and also you will be able to give them default access to Seavus Project Viewer, so you would make sure that the whole project management office or the whole project plan would be completely safe, and then you won't have everybody to have access to live data and to be able to manipulate with the project plan itself. Here is just a little graphical report of how everything looks like price-wise. So this is the cost for 100 project professional users. This is the cost for 100 project standard users. And this is the only amount that you will need to pay for 100 users of Seavus Project Viewer. So I'm sure that you can already notice how huge is the price difference. But like I already mentioned, there are a lot of other benefits that you would get by introducing Seavus Project Viewer to your own organization. Okay, I believe that I've covered most of the things that I wanted to talk to you today. So, if we have some time, I would like to give you a chance actually to ask your questions. Okay, so feel free to type your questions in the chat, or if you don't have any questions here today, you can type my email address, which is M like Marco, S like Stark at Seavus.com, and I will be more than happy to answer all the questions and assist you further on. Okay, I believe that our time is up, so I'm going to repeat my email address one more time, which is ms@seavus.com. Feel free to send me your questions and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So I would like to thank you for attending this demo presentation one more time and webinar as well. So I'll be looking forward to your questions and further on. Bye-bye.